Two Kinds, Chapter 12, The Morning. I'm so bored. Karen, stop it. It's been over a month. You need to get over this wanderlust of yours. We're not adventurers. Our place is here this is the inn. But it's so boring. It feels like we haven't done anything for 4 years. Didn't you have any fun chasing Trace around all the time? Yeah, well, now it's over. So get used to it already. Come on, anything exciting happen. Slam! Wolves are attacking the village. They're trying to kill everyone. Hooray! Hooray? Eck, they're here. Wait, can't we talk about this? Die, human crack. Alright, the rest of oh no, not you guys again. Oh hey, Mr. Scythe. Karen, get down. Damn it, why did it have to be them? The only humans I actually know. From that night in the tavern. Look, you guys should get out of here. The others won't hesitate to kill you, huh? I've been meaning to ask Rain. Hey, wait, don't. About what? Hey, what are you doing? Those are these shackles. We first found you in, right? Why do you keep them around? Clack. Boink. It seems weird to still wear something from your time in slavery. Damn those Kedron. It makes me sick to think those animals enslaved human beings. Those beasts, I tell you, if I had my hands on one right now. Hey guys, get down here. We've got a problem. Clink. Poof. Let's see what's up. Oh, okay, sure. Would you guys hurry up? We don't have all day. Grr, Marin, why are you even listening to this, Kedron? I said we run these beasts, though. Starting with this one. Don't be an idiot. You're just one warrior and the rest of the town is lost. Your priority now would be to get these women to safety. Be grateful. I'm actually helping you escape. But boss, Scythe, I always knew you were a coward, but now I see that you're a traitor as well. No, I'm not a traitor. I just, oh, can't you tell that by these ears? We're family. Scythe is my father. What? Father? Not only you are a traitor, you mated with one of these hairless apes? Karen, why are you antagonizing the Kedron? Because it's fun, and now Scythe can't weasel out of coming with us. It's a lie, I swear. She's 5 years older than me. Enough of this. Kill them all. There's no need for this violence. We haven't done anything to you. Please, let us go. Oops. What the? Stop them. Cool. Erg. Geez. Rain, how about a little warning next time? Sorry, I didn't know you knew magic. Do it again. Not really. My mother was the Grand Templar before Trace, and I inherit magic from her, but I never had any formal training. It usually happens by accident. Guys? Hey, they're right over there. We were only 10 meters away from where we just were. Run. Should we go after them? No. We still have orders to carry out. Mage, contact the others and tell them to send the assassin. They won't get far. Yes, we just received news from the front. The traitor's name is Scythe. Apparently he eloped with a human deserter. Unfortunately, he's also the nephew of someone important, so they want him returned alive if at all possible. Just make sure they are silenced one way or another. I hope you haven't gotten rusty since your injury, Zen. Zen, are you listening to me? Huh? Oh, right, yeah, no problem. Sigh. Nazini, where are you? Why can't I hear your thoughts? Nerg. Great, where am I? How many people do I have to kill? I've got to get out of here. Ugh, damn it. I can barely move. How long was I out? Did any of the others still see me like this? Oh, come on. Why cover my feet and nothing else? Oh, one of you has finally woken up. Your injuries weren't quite severe. I wasn't sure if you'd survive. So you're the one, huh? Is something wrong, miss? Oh, the mask. It's for privacy, prevents temptation. Many bastards would be unwilling to receive treatment if there were a chance of being exposed. Many would also be unwilling to if it were in public knowledge that they needed help at all. So we hide our eyes and instead rely on our ears. So you don't know who I am. Well, I can tell you're a Kedron, and I noticed you were female once I began examining you. My lord, this man is horribly disfigured. Oh my. But beyond that point, I don't have any information about your identity. Phew. And no one else has been in here? Not since they brought you in. It has been refreshing to see a Kedron that values modestly. I do not think it was possible for your kind. Well, there's more work to be done. I better go. Hey, wait, what about Me, am I a prisoner here or something? A prisoner? No. Or maybe. I'm not actually sure, but he won't stop you from leaving this room, but I suspect those guards stationed at the exits are there to keep you here. To be honest, I'm not really sure what's going on. We haven't been getting orders recently. With the king and her generals absent, the lieutenants have been fighting amongst themselves to determine who should take command. It's dissolving into chaos. But for now, it would probably be the best if you stay here. Fat chance. Anyway, I should go. Oh, we've set out some clothes for you at the table there. It's a dress. Okay, I'm all dressed. Hey, this isn't so bad. No, I can't wear this. I won't. Well, you can't go around naked. This dress is the only thing we had on hand that would fit someone in your suture. It was made for Aleda when she was younger. What happened to the clothes I was in? All the possessions from where you arrived were taken to the storm room. It's one floor down from... Why did you ask, miss? Please, I have to find Trace. I'm sorry. As I said before, we can't allow you to go into the other patients' rooms. But you don't understand. I don't even know if he's alive. I don't even know if my friends are okay. Please. Sigh. Well, there are laws that make exceptions for family or couples, and there is only one room with a human in it. It must be his. But I don't know if they'd allow a Kedron into. Alright, I'll talk to the others to see what I can do, but I need to make sure you and the little one are healthy first. Me, Mew, little one, who is that? Well, your baby, of course. Baby? Where? I don't have a baby. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you knew. I discovered you were pregnant while I was checking you. But, pregnant? Hey, wait, you must have the wrong person. I'm not pregnant. It wouldn't be possible. I've only been with Trace. No, I am certain. I can hear a second heartbeat within you, but you're right. It's impossible with a human. Well, I suppose it's not surprising that you don't know the father, from what I've heard about Kedron. It was probably some random Kedron you met along your travels. What are you implying? Ack, mood swings. Good, no one in sight. With my stealth and skills, I should have no problem. That's neat, sorry. What happened to you? I've been blocking me since yesterday, and then your mind was gone until now. I thought something terrible happened. Sorry, Zen. Things have been crazy lately. What happened to the tavern? Fire and explosion. Fire, explosion, yeah. Wait, no, don't go. Stop. Go with their memory. Stop. You shouldn't. You kissed the Bastion? Oh, God. Look, I didn't mean anything. I was under a lot of stress Oh, it's so nice to finally see my little brother going into a young woman. Oh, Keith, you're so dreamy, and I want to feel your warm, sandy fur against mine. Grah! If you weren't 1,000 miles away, I killed you. Hey, Nessany, talking to yourself again, nah? Keith. Jeez, Keith, are you okay? I'm fine. Alright, if you're sure. Hey, where are we anyway? We're being held in the far castle tower. It's been converted into a medical facility and holding area for us. The only way to get through is from the front gate down a long drop. Well, that's not good. I've been in worse situations. I'm sure we can come up with a plan to break out of here. I'm not escaping, huh? What do you mean you're not escaping? I can't stay here. If we don't, Laura's dead. She's gone. There was nothing left of her. It's all my fault, just like Alec and my mother and my father. I killed them all. Keith, that's not true. You can't just give it up. I didn't say I was. I just have no reason to leave anymore. This place isn't my home. This place is my home, like it or not. I might have been given up again for Laura, but not that she's gone. I will accept my consequences of my actions from the new king. Then perhaps you're in luck. It's Lynn. Do you remember me? I have a document from my master, General Alec. Alec? Yes, he instructed before his death to have this delivered to you. It was legally signed declaring you an official Basildon citizen. It was originally going to be given to you yesterday after your trial, but well, too little, too late. What's the point of having this when they'll just take it away again once I'm executed? Well, that's a depressing way to look at it. Relax. Everything works itself out eventually. Could what that Basildon said be true? Am I really? What would Trace say if I am? What would he think I had? In here is the room with the human. Please be brief. No, the Basildon must be wrong. I can't be pregnant. It's impossible. Kedron and humans have lived together for centuries. I wouldn't have happened before it could have. She must have been confused, but by the Kedron autonomy. Greek. Trace, are you alright? Hey, Floflor. Trace isn't here, but you can welcome him to your stay. But if Trace isn't here, where is he? What happened? The mark on your hand has spread. Nora, it's a corrupted or black magic. Eventually it will consume you, and if you keep using it. Where am I? What am I doing here? The Bassins are going to somewhat blame. I had to take you away, or they would have killed you. But what about the others? Are they here? Sorry, Chase, I can only make one trip. Urgh. What's wrong? Trace, when that tower exploded, it drained and consumed all the magic on the land. Unfortunately, we dragons are creatures of magic. It fed on me. It fed on my life while I was looking for you. It took most of my strength to carry you back and the rest of the year to heal your wounds. Now that I'm sure you're okay, I must sleep for a very long time. And if I'm the only one here, Flora and the others might still be back in danger. I have to go back. Oh, long drop. Well, I can just... I can't. Magic has been disrupted throughout the island. As a result of the tower's destruction, I am afraid you're without your powers for a time being. Trace, I know you want to help them, but maybe you should stay here for a while. At least until I fall asleep. It would be safe here, and I'd feel better if I wasn't going into this long sleep alone. I'm sorry, Nora. I'd like to help, but I just can't sit here and wait. Not while my friends need me. Magic or no magic, I've got to find them. But I understand, Trace. Meanwhile, looks like your escort has arrived. Please get dressed. Your trial is scheduled to begin shortly. Hey, wait a minute. Where are the two going? I'm coming too. Stay where you are, Kidron. These are Bastion's affairs. Your kind are not welcome. Wait, I'd like to have the Kidron as my confidant, so that he may sit during my trial. Are you sure about that? Having a Kidron there will not help your case at all. Well, to be honest, I don't care what, if anyone, them to think anymore. Well, to be honest, I don't care what any of them think anymore. Thanks, Keith. I'm glad you convinced these idiots to bring me along. So what do you want me to do with defending your case or something? Actually, I didn't really want you to come along at all, but I figured you wanted to get away from the others, huh? Why? Well, you know, what with your sorta broadcasting your gender by scent right now. No, that's impossible. My scent's supposed to be magically sealed. How is it disabled? Relax, Anthony. The other Bastion won't know the kitchen's gender by scent, and our friends won't be allowed into the castle. You'll be safe for a while. Oh, thank you, Keith. This trial is a farce. Keith Kyler was helping the Bastion people by destroying the tower, and it was corrupt into all who use it. There is no evidence of corrupt force. And it doesn't change the fact that Keith Kyler's disobeyed a direct order. That order was never legal. Keith was only required to bring the Templar to ring his citizenship, nothing else. Alabaster was out of his mind when he was ordered that assassination. Enough. It's time for the boy to speak for himself. Keith Kyler, for the second time you stand before this court accused of a heinous crime. The five have been chosen to determine your guilt, if any, in accordance with the Bastion law. We are charged with the following: disobeying a direct order from a superior, trespassing on royal grounds, destroying royal property, committing treason against the Bastion government, and breaking curfew. Do you understand these charges against you? Yes. Then I, Alabaster, hereby this court to order. Did you just say Alabaster? That's right, I am Lieutenant Alabaster, son of the late General Alabaster. I see you've brought Kidron with you as well, the one you were ordered to kill. Are you mocking us by flaunting your disregard for the law here? Of course not, no. And tell us, young man, why did you exactly disobey your orders? Did you have a legitimate reason or legal precedent? No, I had no legal precedent. I did not follow orders because I couldn't do it. That Kidron Natany has the closest thing I have to a friend right now. There's no way I could kill him. Sigh. You were right, Alabaster. Our predecessors have been seeing this coming. The boy's just too much like his mother. What? What does my mother have to do with anything? Oh, please. This trial is not going to go long without enough history lesson. Let's just get on with it. I disagree. If it has relevance on the case, I'd like to hear about it. I believe or not, knowing Keith's lineage may explain why he's caused so many problems for us. When my father died, his belongings were passed down, including several personal documents. The contents of some were revealing. Keith Kyler, your mother, Catherine, was at Western Bastion. What? Really? That explains it. He resists the orders so easily because he has no compulsion. That's a lie. My mother was a legal citizen. No, it's the truth. Your father kept it hidden, forging papers and conceiving an illegitimate offspring, you. But the secret couldn't be kept forever. When your rumor spread, your father couldn't find in mine. I need to leave this place, Oblivion. What are you talking about, Cornelius? Leave where? I'm going to leave the island with Kathleen. What? Suspicions about her origins have been growing, and any day now I'll be questioned, and I won't be able to answer famously. But maybe if you went to the human lands, listen to yourself. Leave the island. It's the drinking, talking. You can't be serious. You've been disregarded for a label, a traitor. It matters not. I will disgrace either way. At least this way, I will not implicate her on Keith. I will leave the child here. He is a weak boy, but I've done all I can to toughen him. No, I can't let him destroy himself, not for a Western harlot. Female district. ... Hello. Let me in, Kathleen. General Alabaster. It's past curfew, sir. It wouldn't be decent. And what would you have known of decency? I knew it was a mistake the moment I forged your papers, but I didn't it for Cornelius' sakes. But now he's planning to throw his whole life away because of a mistake he made with you. I won't allow it. Let me go of me. Alabaster claimed that he would have forced to kill Catherine after being attacked unprovoked. He did not anticipate what would happen after he left. He did not witness the lead up to Cornelius' death, but his last note detailed the aftermath. No, Cornelius, I'll make you suffer for this boy. It wasn't my father, so Keith Kaiser is a Westerner, and Alabaster was responsible for what happened. But what does this mean in regards to his trial? It also gives motivation. It shows how Keith is able to act independently, however. It also gives motive behind his father's recent actions, manipulating Keith's orders, burning down the tavern. My father hated Keith for what he was and for killing Cornelius. He was willing to go any lengths to get rid of him for good. Keith, are you all right? What did they say? I think we should recess. Agreed. We will return after the council has had time to deliberate. Meanwhile, the whole ship is calling with Bastions. I told you we should have taken off when we had the chance. What were we supposed to do? We couldn't just abandon everyone on the island. It's a shame about Cat, I know, but the control spells are gone. I can feel it. If we just took the ship and left, we could be free. Free? Did you check everywhere? Yes, that we've cleaned the ship. Everything has been accounted for. Few. The only thing left are those two Kedron talking under the floorboards. All right, Mike, here's the plan. We just play it cool, explain ourselves, and maybe they don't kill me. I'm innocent, I swear. Hiding in here was the dog's idea. Take him instead. Bring the other two in here. Let me go. I know you're holding Trace somewhere. Get off of me. Ahem. The Bastion government has acknowledged your status of slaves and has determined that you cannot be held responsible for the actions forced upon you. You are therefore to be expelled from the island, and you have 1 hour to make ready to leave. Your ship will be escorted out of the Bastion territory, and then you'll be free to go. Did you hear that? We've been set free just like that? No way. I'm not going anywhere without Trace, and those other guys too, I suppose. If you refuse to leave, you will be trespassing, and lives will be forfeit. Well, guess I'd better hoist the sails and raise the anchor. Girk, what are you two doing? Not going anywhere, I hope. Well, what do you expect us to do? You heard them. They'll kill us. Oh, come on, aren't you two the man in this group? Man up. Look, we're not cowards, okay, maybe a little, but fighting against the whole Bastions would be suicide. Maybe they can have a point, Flora. What can we do? None of us are fighters. Well, I don't know, but at least we can do is buy some time. And why should we? We've got a chance for freedom, and for one, I'm not giving up. Our control spells are gone, and we held no loyalty towards Eric anymore, so why would we risk our lives and our freedom just to satisfy your human fetish? I do not have a human fetish, but you're right. I can't just give up your freedom. I have painful memories of my own escaping attempts. When I was a slave, I can understand the desire for freedom. Wait. When you were a slave, you're not one now. Isn't that Templar guy your master? No, of course not. I am a free creature. Trace and I are together. Okay, maybe I have a tiny human fetish. A human and a Keytron. Did I say a human? Huh. A human and a Keytron. I've never heard of such a relationship before. Does he feel the same way about you? Or is the one-way thing like with Cat? Hey. No, of course he does. At least I sure hope he does. After what I last said to him, though. And he's a powerful human, right? Templar. Alright, look, I'm not going to fight Bastions no matter what, that's for sure. But I can see why you really want him back so badly. And I'm not heartless. I might be willing to try stalling as best as I can. On one condition. If Eric comes back, you must swear to make that human of yours buy our freedom. Nora, are you asleep yet? Trace, you're back. Yeah, well, as I was climbing down, I got to thinking, and I decided it wouldn't hurt if I stuck around a while and I kept you company, so I decided to come back here. Trace, that's so sweet. You couldn't find a way off the mountain, could you? Completely impassable. There's a passage at the back end of the cave which leads to an old mine. If you stay left, it'll lead you right to the shore. You knew about that all along. Why didn't you tell me before I nearly ran off the cliffs? I wasn't going to, but you were in such a hurry to abandon me. I figured you could find your own way off the mountain. Well, I didn't mean to come across like that. Maybe my mind was focused on Floor and the others, but I honestly did not mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't even know if the dragon's feelings could, It's alright. I know you have no new companions right now. I can expect you to forsake your friends for someone you don't remember. So, Nora, how long does this long sleep usually last? Trace, why are you still here? I told you the way out, I know. But I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to keep you company. I might not remember, but it seems like you were an important part of my past. I think I'd regret it if I did, at least for a little while. Wait, I changed my mind. Blarg. We are prepared for a render judgment. Keith Kaiser, you have been committed serious crimes that cannot be ignored. You have been acting in the best of your interest of our people when you destroyed the tower. But that means at which you are achieved, it cannot go without consequences. However, we must always acknowledge that these are unusual circumstances. In lieu of recent revelations, I am prepared to grant you leniency. Rather than execution, your citizenship will simply not be reinstated. You are once again banished from these islands, this time without any opportunity to return. You shall be escorted out the way you arrived, along with your Keytron slaves. However, this leniency does not extend to the outsiders. An attack on our people cannot be forgiven. Therefore, your companions are sentenced to death. What? Take the Keytron away and escort the exile to the docks. What? Hey, get off me. What's going on? Keith, let go. You haven't given them a trial. They destroyed the tower for the good of the Bastion people. That should count for something. We are not obliged to give trials to outsiders. Under the law, destruction of government property is crime punishable by death. Nug, don't you have any minds of your own? I won't let you do this. The laws are wrong. Is this still part of the trial? Keith, what are you doing? How dare you blaspheme the law? The law is not a religious doctrine. The laws were made up to help to govern ourselves, but it's been left one rule on its own. Somewhere along the line, it's been twisted into scripture, and it's used as an excuse not to think. I've had to see my family and friends die from the mindset, but I can't stand by and watch it happen anymore. I won't. Then you'll join by their sides. Guards, take them away. Natsuni, get ready to run. What the hell's going on? Don't move. Put your weapon down. Stop. Huh? This way. Oh. Was that dramatic enough? I was told to make it as dramatic as possible. Messenger Lin, this is an active courtroom. Get out of here. Your Highness. Magistrate, Lin has informed me that he has important information to regards to this trial. I am here to assure that gets heard. Yes, I have the document written by late General Alec. My lady, you're okay. We were told you had been fatally wounded. The healers feared I wouldn't... Oh, wait. Yes, I've been told that as well. I chose to ignore it and continue living. The healers feared I wouldn't succumb to the illness without the healing properties of the tower. They were quick to assure everyone I had been killed in the blast to ensure my death would be considered honorable. Tragically, I survived. In fact, I feel stronger than I have in years, which leads to me to suspect that my illness may not have been entirely natural. Are you suggesting that humans were not just alleviating the illness, but supplying it? If this is true, this is call for war, and it's all more reason why the outsiders should be executed. Nothing good comes from the people of other lands. I appreciate your enthusiasm, Aster, but you do not have the authority to make that judgment. Don't have the authority. Your Highness, a lot has changed since you were injured. If you're not aware, the 3 generals have been killed, and my father included. Alarc's body is still being recovered from the bottom of the gorge. Since the power of vacuum, nearly every officer in the land has been competing to determine who should fill the void. So far, I have defended all challengers for the honor of ascending to the position of general, so that I may preside over this trial. Tell me, who has the greater authority to rule over these matters than I? Well, according to Alarc, that would be Keith. I don't understand. Is this a joke? Keith Kaiser has no rank or title. He is not even a legal citizen. Oh, but that's just not true. When Alarc discovered Alabaster's manipulation, he granted Keith citizenship himself. And since Keith is the only living bastard to return from the outside world, Alarc decided his experience would make him worthy of promotion. That's not how it works. Rank is not something you're handed. It can only be earned through strength in the body of your mind. And Keith Kaiser has neither. I think you're underestimate our wayward brother, but you are correct. The law states rank can only be earned through succession of combat. However, if you recall the conditions of General Alarc's death, Keith Kaiser defeated Nikolai Alarc in a single combat on the Western Bridge. What? That doesn't count. I won't accept it. That challenge cannot be considered legitimate. No one witnessed it happen. For all we know, the Kejun murdered Alarc with sorcery. I witnessed it. You? Yes, I was asked to document everything. I gave it to the wolf. Excuse me, confused wolf. Do you happen to still have the document you were given, huh? I have no document. Well, unless you mean this thing. On the 28th of August, year 482, I, Lieutenant Madeline Nalady, witnessed a duel between Keith Kaiser and Nikolai Alarc. It was awesome. You should have seen it. At first, Keith was like, oh noes, but then this is insanity. Can you people see what's going on? Alarc is just making a mockery of our government just to get Keith into power. We cannot allow this. No, I cannot allow this. Keith Kaiser, I challenge, stand down, Alabaster. It's my right. You can't challenge the boy while he's injured. It wouldn't be valid. Besides, he's not taking away your position. He's not. No, Alarc. New General Kaiser would be challenged immediately and decided he would be better suited to fulfill the new role as ambassador. He will hold the authority over the foreign matters, including the fate of the outsiders. You are telling me this Run, the bastard child of a Westerner, the boy who helped to murder his father just yesterday, is now going to represent our entire civilization to the rest of the world? Yep. Your Highness, how can you stand there and allow this? Because I happen to agree with our Star Society cannot remain isolated forever. The outside world is being stirred up every day. Perhaps an ambassador is just what we need. However, if you feel so strongly opposed to my position, you're more than welcome to challenge me. I submit to the wisdom of the king. There, you see, I told you everything would work out. I don't understand. How could Alec do all this? He couldn't have known what happened. He planned many planned for many things, though I'm sure he hoped it wouldn't come to this. Do you think this is the only document he had made? The day you were banished, Alaric devoted himself to avenging you. He drafted hundreds of documents that exploited every loophole in the system. It was the very reason he became a general. He was obsessed with bringing you back, and he had the idea that those who had cast you out would one day be forced to acknowledge you. But why? Why would he do this all for me? Because you were his friend, and he wanted to see you happy. Dragon Caves. I think she's finally Nurg. Poke my back. Getting pounced on by a dragon. I'll never complain when Flora does it again. Speaking of Flora, I have to get back to her. Where is that passage? Is it what is that? It's that girl from the tavern. How should she end up here? Hello? She was in your arms when I found you, but I don't know why. Maybe you tried to save her. It was too late, though. I took care of her external wounds, but intentionally, she is slowly bleeding to death. Why didn't you tell me that she was from the start? She needs a doctor. I didn't know who she was. I wouldn't have mattered anyways. No amount of medicine can heal those injuries. The best thing I could do was for her to induce sleep. Her death will be slow, but painless. No, there must be something I can do. She's still alive. If I could just use my magic. I could only need to use a little. I just need to. Trace, no. You can't use that power again. But what else am I supposed to do? I can't just leave her here to die. Trace, every time you do use that power, you draw from your own life source. That magic always comes to cost. It will destroy you. And if you take her back to the Bastion, they'll only kill you as well. You must learn to accept that sometimes death is inevitable, or you will be destined to return to a path you were traveled before. Please don't sacrifice yourself, Nug. I don't intend to get killed myself, but I do remember enough of yesterday to know she risked her life for me. I couldn't live with myself if I didn't try to do the same for her. Sigh. What should I do? I want to save her, but what if Nora's right? Why, huh? Why do you keep helping me? At the tower from the Bastion, and then the first time I saw you. 5 years ago when I was captured by a group of wolves while trying to find my fiancé, they were going to sell me to slavery, but then you came. You slaughtered them all, but you spared me. You said I wasn't one of them, that I reminded you of her. Why? I don't know. That was a different me. I just want to help. Nug, can you help me find a bastard named Keith? I'll try. You shouldn't be talking so much. You need to conserve your strength. I don't mind talking. The pain is not great. I'm just afraid if I fall asleep now, I might not. Okay. You mentioned you were captured by Kujin. Why were the Kujin enslaved their own kind? I don't really have no memories, huh? It's a common practice of slave trade. Humans aren't technically allowed to cross the border to hunt for slaves, so they hire wolves or dogs to do the job for them. We foxes are the common target. Most Kujin races don't hold any more loyalty towards each other than they do towards humans. And it's not as though Kujin don't have their own slave trade as well. They do. I had no idea. Flora, the guards say our time is up. We can't stay out any longer. Don't worry, we found the weapons. Weapons? None of us know how to use a sword. What's to know? You just swing it. Yeah. I can't lift mine. Flora, I told you we're not fighting the Bastions, and you can't take it on the whole army by yourself. Grr, just watch me. I'm going out there. 1, 2, excuse me, sorry for interrupting your assault, but I've been informed that your friends have been released. They'll be here shortly. Thanks. No problem. Your Highness, I must protest. The slaver I can understand, and maybe even the Kujin spy, but releasing the Templar, you saw it all the destruction it caused firsthand. He cannot be allowed to go unpunished. Enough, General. Keith Kaiser explained that the human was just as manipulated as we were. I saw the chains and the look in his eyes, and I'm inclined to believe that he was a man possessed by evil magic. Now let it go. Nug. Sir, huh? Me? We've just received word that a human is being spotted on the outskirts of the city. Should we apprehend him? Human. Trace? No. I just escort him to the ship, I guess. Yes, sir. Shall we do the same with the fixin' he's carrying? What? Meanwhile, and then they were just starting to leave. I had no idea why. It seems like they're letting us go now. Huh? Say, isn't that your boyfriend out there? Seems like he's leaving too. Then if you use that word one more time, Hey, where is he going? Keith, wait, what's going on? I don't have time to explain. Just get to the ship. I have to go. But I can't. My others are. Get back here. There he goes. Sigh. What do I do now? Whoa. Hey, Nat. Who's that huge bastard lady? That's probably the king. I mentioned her earlier. Didn't expect her to be a woman. Him to be a woman. To be fair, I didn't expect that from you either. What do you mean? I'm totally a guy. Really, your scent suggests otherwise. But if I could be mistaken, our noises are not as sensitive as yours. Yeah, you must be mistaken. At least that's what I'd say if I didn't really only females were treated in the infirmary. It's not that hard to figure out when we're missing one. Dope. Sorry, I don't suppose you were going to tell anyone. Of course, Blarg, but I'm curious. Keygen culture is something that we do not make efforts to understand, and I feel it's a shame. Is there a reason why you pretend to be male? It's not pretending, but it's a long story. Well, perhaps you can tell me, and perhaps I might be able to be busy to correct the error in our records. Erg, not sure how long I can keep going. She's getting heavy. Strange, though. I don't feel her weight at all through my left arm. Look, Laura, we're almost there. Laura? She's not going to make it, and I can't help her at all. I'm sorry, Laura. It's all my fault. I should have been able to do more. I'm sorry. Don't be. Don't live with regret. I spent my whole life dwelling on that what I could have been. I wouldn't wish it on anyone else. Nick, I only have hope for it. I do not cause the same feelings for regret for it. Laura, Keith? Keith, Nick. Laura, are you alright? What's wrong with her? I don't know. She has internal injuries. I can't heal them. Get a cart. She needs to be taken to the infirmary. Keith, you're hurt. I'm fine, Laura. And so are you. They'll fix you. I know they can. You just have to hold on. I'm glad you're okay. I was worried. I'm so happy to be with you again. I feel like I can finally rest. Laura? No, Laura, you're fine. Everything's okay now. We can finally be happy. Please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I asked for more time. I shouldn't have waited. But we can still go back to the way things were. When you wake up again, we'll be together again.